Hi parents, it's Kristen Tortorella, the junior high pastor here at North Coast Church in Fallbrook. This is your weekend recap. We just finished up our mask series on Sunday, and up until this point, we've been focusing a lot on what it means to wear a mask in front of other people when we hide who we really are, and how that is technically a hypocritical lifestyle to pretend to be something we're not, so that we kind of manipulate other people's response to us. And this Sunday, we actually watched a video that really focused in on wearing masks, but not with other people, but with God, and what that actually looks like. And the guy in the video talked a lot about how we often hide from God, and he pointed to Adam and Eve and how the reason that they hid from God was because of their sin. And, a lot of times we hide from God when we're involved in sin, when we have a secret sin or some kind of pain going on in our life that keeps us from God. And the reason that we shouldn't hide that from God is because He already knows. God knows us better than we know ourselves. He knows us inside and out. And so the guy in the video really encouraged us to let God heal us of that, not trying to heal it ourselves, not trying to be good enough to come to God, not trying to wash away our own sin and wait until we can discipline ourselves not to sin anymore, but coming to God as we are, dirty and everything, and allow Him to clean us up. And really, the reason we want to do that is because when we let those sins go, when we let that pain fester, when we let that separation from us and God continue, whatever that secret sin is or whatever that pain is, all of a sudden that is what controls us. And so we need to release that and give it to God. Let Him be that healer, confess those sins to Him, take off that mask, be who we really are, and not pretend we're something we're not. Because a funny thing happens when we hang on to sin and it becomes a secret sin. We think God wants nothing to do with us, so we separate ourselves from Him, when He's really saying, just ask me for forgiveness. Just come to me. Sin no more. Let's work on this together. And so a really great question, I think, to talk to your student about is just kind of, now that we're at the end of this math series, just say, hey, what did you get from this? We've been talking about wearing masks with others, denying who we are even to ourselves, wearing masks with ourselves or with God. And just, I got some feedback from students just saying that they really could relate with this series. So it'd be interesting for you to talk with your student and just say, what do you think really the point was for this? How did God speak to you through this series? What things did you find out about yourself and your relationship with the Lord or with others? And ask them, maybe, why do you even think people would want to hide from God? What would be some motivation there? Why would somebody want to hide from the Lord? Like Adam and Eve, why were they hiding? And really to shed some light on sin is really what keeps us from the kind of relationship with God that He wants for us. So I hope this helped, and I hope it sparked some good conversation. I had great conversations with students about this series, and I hope that your student understood what we were talking about. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.